Yo, what's up? How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. Shout out to all the gamers out there ready to game. Do some gaming activities. Oh boy. Wow, we got a poppin' stream. Thank you so much. Leap Pickle. Solid RK. For those subs. Thank you, Matt Wish and Mr. Misters for the subs. And then thank you, Quentin, with the 5 gifteds as well. Yo, let's get some hype going in the chat. Shadowfax, Chief, and Hubia FK with the subs. Co19 and Ridgeway with the subs. Yo, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go. Yo, thank you so much. Yeah, yesterday was a tough day. Obviously, coping with the fact that the Ravens decided to play their worst game of the season this weekend. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's always next year. It's just a game. It's just a game. Yeah. The fact that thank you, Irish Luck, for the sub and the 14 months. Thank you, Jav, for the sub and the 30 months as well. Thank you. Thank you, Brett. You know, we played our, Matt Wish with the 10 gifted subs. Let's get some hype going. Dang, Brett, Winnie Lawyer, Matt Wish with the 10 gifteds. My goodness, let's get some hype going. Let's go. Thank you, Lamy Army. Yo, congrats. 26th place at Liverpool. Congratulations. Yo, thank you all so much. Let's go, let's go. Gifting for the kid getting his invite. Yo, congratulations to your son getting his invite. Amazing stuff. And thank you so much, Matt Wish, for the, for the gifties. Thank you, Quentin, for those 5 gifties. Thank you guys for the hype. Yo, let's go, let's go. You like my Grookey hat? I was leaving the house with a green shirt on, and I was like, you know what? I don't ever wear this hat or any hat like it, but if there was a day to rock the Grookey hat, would probably be this one. Yeah, obviously had a terrible time on Sunday watching the Ravens play their worst game. But I will say, and it was like absolutely everything we could have did wrong. We did wrong. We played pretty much terrible. Seemed like everything was just miserable, start to finish on offense. I am very proud of how the defense played in the second half. The defense played their heart out in the second half. They kept Mahomes and company to just 3 points. That's about as much. That's as good as much of a gift as you could possibly give your offense, right? The second half. I mean, the defense played lights out. They did. They looked amazing. But, like, many of the decisions were head scratchers. The Ravens were not playing, they were not playing disciplined either. I think they let the Chiefs just, like, get in their heads. And when it comes down to it, the Chiefs are a championship-winning franchise right now. They know how to get the job done, and the Ravens just showed that they do not know how to get the job done. I firmly believe that the Ravens were the best team this year and had the most talent this year. And that's why you have to go out and play, though, because it's not just a matter of like who has the best players or the most talented players or anything like that. It's about strategy. It's about showing up on game day and actually having to execute, right? And the Ravens I think they let the situation get into their heads. Lamar looked flustered pretty much the entire game. We had stupid mistakes like Zay just, with his penalty. And there was a lot of taunting going on. I do think that, we were the ones. It's like there was a lot of taunting going on, and the Chiefs knew how to go up to the line and not cross it. And I think the emotion of the moment got into the Ravens' heads because they aren't a team who plays in the conference championship every year, right? So it was much more emotional for the Ravens than it was for the Chiefs. The Chiefs are like, okay, whatever, another year at the conference championships, who cares? So to be able to walk into a conference championship like that with a chip on your shoulder, like the Chiefs did, and play and act like they did, kind of pompous, full of themselves, not really caring, not really emotionally as, as kind of volatile as the Ravens were, where the Ravens are this, feeling like this is a do or die situation for a lot of their, for their legacy, right? Things kind of just imploded for the Ravens. And I do believe that the Ravens had the most talented team, even on the Ravens' worst day, right? And this was their worst day, the Ravens' absolute worst day. It was still a one-score game. And there's not a single thing that could have gone worse for the Ravens. Not a single thing. It was absolutely miserable from start to finish. And it was still a one-score game, which is just ridiculous, right? And a lot of that is due to the fact that the Ravens defense did play lights out in the second half. They just did. They played lights out. They played incredible. So I'm very proud of how the Ravens defense played, and I feel for for everybody involved. I mean, it was a really tough way to go down, and I think that what's got a lot of Baltimore so upset right now is the way that it went down. If you play your heart out and it just ends up being a close game, and it's and you left it all on the field and you played your best, then you can go out that way. It's okay, we really gave it our all. There was nothing else we could have left on the field. But to have a game that's just this was our worst showing for and to have a potentially legacy defining year go down while it's your worst showing feels really bad. However, I will just say, and poor Lamar. I mean, right. I mean, these guys are all millionaires, okay, who are getting paid millions of dollars to play a game. None of them are poor. But to have to deal with the scrutiny that he's going to have to deal with for the next year is going to be extremely painful, I'm sure. As a competitive person myself, who's been competing in things my whole life, I know all too well that this is just the way it goes, right? I mean, this is just how it goes. It's just how it goes. Nothing's guaranteed. Even when things seem to be lining up, they don't always do. It's just the way it is. It's the way competition goes, And what defines your legacy isn't so much the wins and the losses and the things like that, but how you compose yourself as a team, how you compose yourself as a team leader and things like that, and ultimately how you play the game. And I think that, obviously Ray Lewis in Baltimore has 2 rings, one at the beginning, towards the beginning of his career, and one at the very end. But that's not, the rings aren't necessarily what establish his legacy and what makes him an inspiring player for Baltimore. It's how he played the game, right? And how tough he played the game. And you could see that kind of reverberate through the Ravens defense even today. And it's really cool to see players like Roquan Smith kind of pick up the torch and continue to be leaders in that way. I really love what Roquan's doing on defense, just to kind of rally the guys together and get them unified behind a single goal. I mean, they're a scary defense to play against, and I'm really proud of that. I mean, and I think that the franchise really takes that, really takes that to heart. And if there's one kind of like bright spot in that game that I can look at, which was an absolutely atrocious display of Ravens football through and through, just absolutely disgusting. The defense played well. They adjusted. They allowed a couple scores in the first half. They tightened up in the second half, and they played lights out, and they gave their offense as many opportunities as you could possibly want. The offense just did not produce whatsoever. And now they've got a whole offseason to sit and stew about that. I don't know what's more painful, like just playing the worst game of your season or being the Lions and blowing a huge lead. I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse. Being the Lions or being the Ravens here. At least the Ravens, it was close. Despite, and that's part of how I know is like, dude, if the Ravens just played a decent game, but they let the moment get in their heads. And that's where the experience of the Chiefs and the cool-headedness of the Chiefs came into play. Like, and the hot-headedness and emotional kind of mental state of the Ravens came into play. And I think that you saw that players were flustered. Lamar looked flustered. He looked uneasy. There were a couple of obviously we didn't run the ball nearly enough. Gus ran for 15 yards on his first carry, and we didn't run him again. I mean, there were definitely just straight up head scratchers, which made no sense, right? But Lamar also played like one of his worst games too. Strategically, there were definitely things that were head scratchers. It did not make sense. Like, why did we run the ball more? I don't know. It didn't make any sense. But Lamar also just did not capitalize on the moments that he had. I know. And I know, and part of what's so depressing is that the Ravens had such a amazing year. People are gonna, franchises are gonna be picking our team dry. But I mean, the Chiefs have shown how much you can do with so little if you're doing it right, though, right? That's the thing. The Chiefs have shown. I mean, they've shown all right, give us a star tight end, give us one running back, give us and we can do it, right? So you know what I mean? The Chiefs showed that they could do a lot with a little, really. So I know that our team's going to be picked apart. But if we have the right pieces, we could still do it. It's Mahomes and Reed, right. You have good play calling. You have, and it's just, you could tell that the Chiefs were just doing exactly what they needed to do to get out with a win in that situation. They just know how to win games, right? It doesn't matter what they just strategically, they know how to win games. That franchise knows how to win games, right? And that's part of the most frustrating part. Is you've got an insanely talented squad. The only thing holding them back is themselves. And it just felt like the Ravens just imploded as a franchise. So And the Ravens got good pieces. I mean, we've got great tight ends. We've got now a great wide receiver. We've got an incredible defensive core, really. Kyle Hamilton is nuts. Roquan Smith is nuts. Like, we've got a lot of pieces. I mean, we've got everything we need. We just need winning strategy, really, and good leadership. And, we need our star players to play like star players when it comes down to that moment. Exactly. You need star players to play like star players. Like, you need them to show up when everything's on the line. Now, I can't say that I know how hard it is. I mean, like, it is. I can't imagine. And I know from like just watching them all year and kind of watching the media coverage on them and stuff that, like, I mean, Lamar puts an incredible amount of pressure on himself. I think in some ways he needs to relax a little bit. Like, in some way. And it's like, and I can't tell him that because he's going to go through whatever personal journey he needs to go through to get to the point where he needs to be. He's athletically there, obviously. He's got, and I was watching something with Ray Lewis the other day where he kind of had that, like, kind of mental thing where he realized that, like, he needs to, like he's going to get better if he relaxes a little bit, right? And it's like, and Ray was saying how that kind of, like, clicked in his head that, like, his passion is obviously an incredible asset for him, but that he also needs to, like, figure out how to not let that implode him either, right? So, like, I think Lamar is kind of, like, in that situation now where, like, obviously you can let the competitiveness and you can let the pressure fuel you, but you can't let it implode you either, right? What do you think about the Ravens using the surprise tunnel walk with Suggs? That was sick. And then, sure enough, Suggs came out and the defense played lights out in the second half, right? I mean, that was sick. That was sick. The defense played lights out. And they did, It was like every time they kept making all the Chiefs were able to do in the second half was just punt, 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 punt. Like, we had every opportunity to play that game. You're not going to win a game like that scoring only 10 points. You're not going to win a game against Patrick Mahomes scoring 10 points. You're just not, right? You're not going to win that game with 10 points, bro. You're just not. And they all know that. I mean, it was tough. It was just tough. It's just tough. But that's the way it goes. That's the way games go. That's the way sports go. That's the way competition goes. Like, and I ultimately am so proud of, like, what that team was able to accomplish this year. I mean, they were awesome. And as far as, like, a fan goes, I had probably one of, like, my favorite Christmases ever, getting to watch my team absolutely torch the 49ers away at their stadium on Christmas Day. That was, like, a highlight. That was a huge highlight for me, And I had and I just, I had a great year watching. I did. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself. And there's so much to be proud of. But they're going to have to deal with the narrative on the offseason, and they're going to have to figure out how to mentally get themselves to a point where they can, compete for another title next year. Because they can. It's possible. And the Chiefs are already showing how, with an elite quarterback and just a few elite pieces and elite coaching, you can make a run every year. And if the Ravens don't need to be a team that's only competing for a Super Bowl once every 12 years. They don't. They absolutely do not. So I think trying to figure out trying to figure out how to get themselves to that next level is going to be part of their journey. How do they get themselves in a situation where they are, competing for a title every year? The Ravens have always been solid. Yeah, they're usually a team that makes the playoffs. They're solid. But I think they're trying to figure out, how do we make that transition from just being a solid playoff team to being an elite team that's competing for competing for a Super Bowl every year. And it just so happens you're playing in the Mahomes era. So you have to deal with that. That's kind of what I think, Brady. As long as they have healthy Lamar, they'll be in the mix. I think that too. So then Lamar has to figure out, how do I how do I change the narrative and get everybody to stop talking about my 2-4 playoff record? How do I stop that? How do I get everybody to stop talking about my 2-4 playoff record? So those are demons that he's going to have to fend off. But yeah, it's cool. We got a long off season. Ultimately, the Ravens made it to the Final Four. I mean, that's something to be proud of. They played very well, and they had they had a really elite year. I mean, they had a record-breaking year. The Ravens did a record-breaking year, just straight up. I mean, the point differential the Ravens had against opposing elite teams this year, or opposing teams over 500, it was just ridiculous, right? I mean, they were blowing teams out left and right. So yeah, it's just, they played really well, but they got just one game short, and they're one score short. So they're hungry. We got a long off season to go, but that's cool. More time to get hyped for next year. Thank you, Tom, for the sub and the 27 months. Thank you, Morris, for the sub and the 42 months. Very proud of my Ravens, all in all. Very proud of the franchise. I love that team. I love that city. Shout out to the Lions as well. The Lions and Dan Campbell, I mean, they just... they're doing some great stuff over there. And, and they should be very proud as well of the stuff that they've been able to do. I know. And now it's I watched the Ravens have their worst game. And then I was the only positive outcome of this year is if the Lions win this game. And I had to go do some chores, right, to keep myself busy because I was sad. So I was all right, I need to go do some stuff. So I walked around the house. I was doing some, putting Christmas decorations away. Not these, okay, I'll get to these eventually, just not yet. Putting some final Christmas decorations away. And then I turn on the TV and it's 14-0 in the first quarter. And I'm holy smokes, the Lions are going to do it. Thank you, Astro Luna, for the sub and the 29 months. Yo, thank you, Luna. Thank you, Morris. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. God, and what a heartbreaker. Yeah, it might just be better to have been the Ravens in that situation, not going to lie. Because, if I had gotten my hopes up that far, after watching the first half of the Ravens game, I was if they don't completely change everything that they're doing here, they are going home. It is very obvious. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had a great time watching this year, and just a lot of really fun games. And I'm glad I'm not having to deal with all those questions that some of the Ravens guys are going to have to be dealing with about what happened in that game. Because I mean, my goodness, I wouldn't want to have to be the one answering those questions. That's for sure. But all in all, they got a lot to be proud of. And they should. All right, what? I'm on Pokébook. All right. This is a city league or something that happened. I don't read Japanese, all right? But there's deck lists here. Listen, the set's been out for like 4 days. I think people put way too much stock in like early lists from Japan. And stuff like that. This is weekend number 1, all right? The set's been out for literally like 4 days. So I think people put a lot of stock in early results. But our first international event with this set is going to be EUIC this year. I'm not going to be at EUIC this year, but that is going to be the first big international tournament. It looks like there was a city league. Is that what? It looks like there was a city league. Okay, 129 to 2-2. Now, city league, is that just like one tournament? And then here are like the finalist results. Here are the top 8 results. That's just one event, right? And here are some top 16 results. Now, what's funny... Oh, here are multiple... All right, multiple city leagues. Got it. Okay. On 129. All right. Cool. 130. All right. Cool. There are multiple Donphan mill decks in top 16 of one of these events here. It looks like winning deck, we've got Chen Pao and Charizard. One of these is first, one of these is second. Giratina, obviously, still doing really well. This card, I think this belt is so good, right? The belt seems like it's going to be insane. You got some Roaring Moon decks. You got some Lost Zone decks. Very cool. But yeah, Great Tusk really showing up, huh? A little future box going on right here. Great Tusk Mill. But I will say, always take stuff with a grain of salt. When you're looking at early lists from Japan. Like, those early lists have never really translated into anything substantial here internationally, because that's exactly what they are. These are very early lists, very early ideas, early meta, and something that I really feel like is true with watching the Japanese metagame unfold is like they really love just like playing the new gimmicks, right? Thank you Thayer for the sub and the 29 months. Thank you. They really love playing the new gimmicks, kind of like, and we'll just buy and play the cards regardless of how good it is. They're just out there. I mean, I'm not saying they're just out there having fun, but like there definitely is more of an atmosphere of just having fun in Japan than there is internationally. All right, we don't like having fun. Okay, that's not what we're here to do. If I'm playing cards, it's not to have fun. But in Japan, it seems like it is mostly about having fun and trying out new things. They really like that there. Like, for instance, in Japan, you could find, deck lists of Garchomp EX being played at city leagues and things like that. All right? Garchomp EX is a terrible card and will never be good. However, you could definitely see some Garchomp EX deck lists being played when that set came out. because they just wanted to play the new Garchomp card, right? And there were Japanese Garchomp lists, and people still hold on to Garchomp thinking that Garchomp might do something one day because of the list that they see coming from Japan. But Garchomp is so bad and will never be good, okay? I'm just trying to let you know. that card will never be good. And it's okay. It's okay. I get it. People like Garchomp. And that's one of the things about it's one of the things about the Pokemon TCG is that you can be a fan of the characters on the cards and just want to play the character on the card because you like the character on the card. Oh, what do we have here? The Roaring Moon Dunsparce deck. See, like, I could pretty much promise you that the Roaring Moon Dunsparce deck isn't going to be something that we're doing here internationally, but you know what? It's neat. Too many locals are sweaty. Exactly. The locals are all sweaty. For sure. Yeah. People love copying regional winning lists and then just going to locals and smacking their opponents around. That's exactly what happens. Yes. At least at American locals, I can confirm. Yep. Everybody at an American local has got like a regional top 8 list. Everybody. If it's not a regional top 8 list from like Limitless, then they ain't playing it. That's pretty much anybody who, it's like if I'm going to go through the effort of buying and sleeving up a deck, it's going to be a regional top 8 deck. Do I think sites like Limitless ruin playing for fun at locals? I think it's just a natural conclusion of where things were always going to end up for us. I think it's just like all that stuff. I mean, it's a great resource for players, right? Because if players want to learn if players want to get into the game, a resource like Limitless just makes it incredibly easy, right? And that's why I don't even really bother about posting lists and stuff because, like, dude, anybody who, like, just go to limitlesstcg.com. They got all the lists right here. Like, what do I need to post lists for? You know, it's all right here. Just go copy your favorite list. You know, and it's an incredible resource. Makes things, very transparent at the top end. Things were not always like this. People used to not share lists at all. I mean, back in the day. But let's see, we've got ancient box lists going on. Look at all these ancient box lists. All right, this is a top 16 list from an event, but I don't know how many players are in these events. so like I can't really judge. I can't really say what a top 16 list feels like. Is it top 16 out of like 32? Is it top 16 out of like, I don't know, 100? It's hard to say. If I use Chrome, it translates, but then I have to use Google Chrome. I have to use Google Cringe. I think, I only download Google Chrome if I absolutely have to for something, but Google Chrome is like, no, I don't even have it downloaded here. Google Chrome takes up a lot of memory and also just like infiltrates my computer and thinks I want to just be part of the Google, the Google ecosystem. Really tries to, it won't just like be quiet and go away. I'm telling, Chrome is just like a bloated browser. Yeah, I don't like it. Firefox have translate if I right-click the page? I don't think so. Translate this page. It does, but not to Japanese. Let's see. Oh? Hey! Thank you. Yeah, I do love... Thank you there. All right. You saved me. It's using Google Translate. I'll take it. But I'm still on Firefox. There we go. You know, I'll take it. That works. But yeah, Google Chrome's just like an incredibly bloated browser that like Firefox is just very, very like low key. I like that. You know, I'm not indoctrinated enough to think that Safari is the best browser. I know that it's not, okay? I don't use Safari. I get it, okay? But I also know that Google Chrome stinks too. So, like, just use alternatives. I like Firefox is chill. Safari is why my live app crashes so much. I don't use Safari. We just said that. I don't even use it. Yo, a gym battle winner? Dino Box? Yo, Tricky Jim, you are so washed at this game. There is a gym battle Dino Box winner, and you said, Tricky Jim said, Dino Box was bad. 3 out of 10 is what he said. I watched your set review, Tricky Jim. And see, in Japan, they have awakened to the truth that is Dino Box, unlike you, who thinks it's going to be bad. The proof is in the pudding right here, Tricky Jim. 3 trekking shoes, 1 Pokegear. That's right. If Dino Box is bad, it would have never won a gym battle in Japan. 2 gym battles. Yes, well, I will certainly be building these decks and showing them off against top meta decks ourselves. This one's got a Donphan in it. That's so unserious, right? Like the 1 mil Donphan in here, that's not serious. What are you doing with the 1 Donphan and the 2 Pokestops, bro? And the 1 copy of Temple of Sinnoh? For Snorlax Stall, you only play like 2 copies of Switch. You're losing to Snorlax Stall. This one seems like the most straightforward. I like a 4-4-4. Yeah, okay. Also, Japan doesn't play Snorlax. That's so true. Yo, Soda King, I saw you played Mew VMAX to Liverpool and it didn't go too hot. All right, what happened, Soda King? How come you couldn't be like the winner of Liverpool and just beat 4 Roaring Moons, huh? Yeah, how come you couldn't just beat 4 Roaring Moons? With your Mew VMAX deck. Yeah, give us the rundown. You're wondering how they did that? The same way Patrick Mahomes was able to beat Baltimore. Sometimes the script is just in your favor. Sometimes you're just the main character when you wake up. It's just the way it is. Some days you just wake up the main character and nobody can stop you. Unfortunately, Patrick Mahomes woke up like 4 years ago as the main character, and it hasn't gone away since. Against Moon, you prized 2 VMAX. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. See, yeah, you weren't the main character. Yeah. Both Ice Cube. You were playing 2 Ice Cube, Soda King? Why were you playing 2 Ice Cube? That card's not that good, is it? Two? Oh, both Ice Cube and Mellow. Got it. Oh, I see. Oh, both. I just reading. I'm just bad at reading. Okay, got it. Yeah. Sorry, I lost all my brain cells watching the Ravens lose to the Chiefs this last weekend. Yeah, I don't really think I can justify this. I don't really think I could justify the... Why is the Tuscan here? God, if Dino Box ends up being better than the future Toolbox deck, people are gonna be so ruthless. Tricky Jim, you said the future deck was good and the Dino Box was bad. I remember when you said, Tricky Jim, I remember you said Dino Box is gonna be bad. God. For when Dino Box wins UIC. Man, Dino Box better not. Wait until JW gets his hands on it. My goodness. Listen, JW. And believe it or not, JW is not our group's premier deck builder, okay? Believe it or not. I know, might be hard to believe. I get it. How do I get back to where I was? Take me back. Reload. JW will push for Dino Box. I know, JW. I was trying to talk to JW about what would what if his propaganda for Roaring Moon actually increases the percentage that Roaring Moon gets played at Knoxville. Like, what if JW actually impacts the metagame? Which is, like, possible. Because, like, what happened to the 23-24 Ravens, bro? I don't... Literally so true. Literally so true, bro. See, I think he sold, like, he's doing these classes. All right. Roaring Moon Masterclass. Look at this. Like, all right. So he sold out his first masterclass. He said, there's like 30 people in this class, bro. All right. And now he's doing a EU-friendly one. And if he gets like 30 more people in this class, that's 60 people. All right. 60 people. And then you got to figure all the people who are just hyped regardless. Like, I'm just saying, what if Roaring Moon is like... Because it was 9% at... Roaring Moon was 9% at Liverpool. What if Roaring Moon's like 17% of Knoxville? What if it's like 15%? I think Roaring Moon could get up to like 15%. I'm saying JW is on a conquest. He is on a propaganda conquest. It won't be that high, but it'll probably be higher than 9%. Well, exactly. So even going from 9% to 12% or something, that's like a significant jump. Deck lists. Future box. Translate this page. Okay, and here's a future box gym battle winner. All right. Shout out to all the haters out there who said that only Ancient Box was going to be the gym battle winner. Here's another Future Box gym battle winner. Ha, that's 2. We got 2 different lists here. We don't call it Ancient Box. Come on, oh, Dino Box. Dino Box, yeah. We got one using the I don't know, the little egg machine, and one using Prime Catcher. Of course these results mean nothing, Soda King, but I'm a content creator and this is content. Reboot pod, that's right. Of course. But the more I can talk about these, the less I got to play the Pokemon trading card game live in an old format nobody cares about. All right? Man. I'm opening some product today. I have some stuff right here, but not everything. I wish I had everything. I don't have everything, though. All I got is these. All I got are these theme decks, unfortunately. Just, yeah, one each. I already opened one of the future ones because I wanted to see, but I saved a couple to show off here on stream. Why is there a crisis shot in here? That's so unserious, bro. This crisis shot is so unserious. Right? Dude, you play 2 prizers in the deck. Nobody is going to go down to 1 prize. Like, why is there a crisis shot? What is it doing? Anyways, we're going to be doing a lot of tinkering, okay? We got a lot of figuring out to do. All right, and then let's see take me to Raging Bolt, EX. Tricky Jim, you said that Raging Bolt was more like Raging Bulk, and yet here's a gym battle winner. Thank you, R-Dash. You said, Tricky Jim. I heard you. I heard you, Tricky Jim. Thank you, R-Dash. The 26 months. You said in your video. All right, yeah, we had a 3/3 Palkia line in here. That's a lot. I mean, there's a lot going on there. It's a lot to unpack. Deshell says, we agree with you on Raging Bolt, just not Dino Box. I'm not going to lie. I am pretty confident that Raging Bolt is definitely Raging Bulk. I hate to do this. I hate to do this. But my confidence in my assertion that Dino Box is trash is starting to waver just a little bit. Like, what if it's not trash? But Raging Bolt is definitely Raging Bulk, for sure. For sure. That card is totally trash, for sure. I can say with 100% confidence, Raging Bulk is Raging Bulk. But maybe there's something to Dino Box. Your best line of defense say Dino Box? That's just a Roaring Moon deck. Oh, for sure, Dank. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this strategy, dang, they got 3 gym battle winners, 4 gym battle winners, 5 gym battle winners. Holy smokes, chat. Holy smokes. I'm so roasted. The YouTube commenters are going to come at me with their pitchforks, dude. I am going to get destroyed out here. He's wavering. Stay the course. There's too much sad stuff on my YouTube. I can't watch any of this these days. So sad. Hopefully you guys liked my set review. I worked really hard on this. This thing took me like 20 hours to edit, okay? There's chapters. Do you know? I've never done this before, ever. I have never made chapters for one of my own videos. That's how much I care. If you want to just skip to Gengar EX and have me tell you exactly how bad Gengar EX is, you could just click on... Then you can skip straight there. Future is cracked, ancient is whack. Listen, I'm going to need this to come true or else I'm going to... And that's the thing about making predictions, right? Is like, if you make a prediction and it's right, great. You know, nobody cares. But if you make a prediction and it's wrong, pitchforks. I've got my pitchfork. Tricky Jim, he was wrong. He was wrong. I'm going to prove him wrong, brother. There are a lot of people who will not let go of Incineroar EX in my comments, that's for sure. We still got some Garchomp EX believers. All right. This person came back and edited their comment. Okay. 754. And yet, this card did make some tops in Japan, even after their rotation was applied. In fact, it just topped again today. So the Japanese are saying otherwise. It's not bulk. What card do you think they're talking about? It's Scavillain EX. This card is definitely bulk. You can't win, bro. This card is definitely bulk. This is bulk, dude. This is as bulk as it gets. All right, but now I got to go see what the other... Because I think he edited the comment. All right. Sleeping on Incineroar. Most decks out there play a full bench. Regardless, you're going to have to attack it. Slap a Mist Energy on it. And it's a decent contender. 6 updoots. Dude, the Incineroar fans were hurt. They were hurt. I think you're sleeping on the ideas behind Incineroar. The point you made about opponents playing around its attack are valid, but what about Relicanth? I talk about that extensively in the video, actually. You could use the Kitten's attack, which does 20 for each damage counter on that Pokemon for 1 energy. Ideally, you are not going to get 1 hit KO'd if the opponent isn't playing... Yeah. So I talked about that. Just, you know, if the opponent's playing... If you're playing Relicanth and Incineroar and all of that, and the Litten... All they have to do is, like, poke your guy first for, like, a little bit. Here it is right here, right? Yeah. First of all, Hustle Play doesn't help you use Reprisal at all. Hustle Play doesn't jive with any of these guys. Second of all, your opponent can just like hit you with Cramorant first and then hit you with Giratina V-Star. Instead of going Giratina V-Star, then Cramorant. Like, why in the world? Like, how about I just not hit Incineroar for 280 first? How about I hit it for 50 first and then 280, right? And they'll never get to do that silly. Like, if you're 2-hit KOing an Incineroar, you're always going to do the little hit first and then you're going to do the big hit. Also, anyways. I think the Incineroar is a lot of copium here. Or the Tina just puts the belt on and one hit KOs you twice. Twice. Because that is one deck, the deck that seems to be doing the best, and nobody wants to talk about this, but the deck that's doing the best seems to be a lot of Tinas out here and a lot of Charizards. A lot of Tinas, a lot of Zards. Which means what, chat? Means nothing changes. You mean to tell me that Charizard's good with path rotated? Uh-huh. You mean to tell me that Giratina V-Star with this belt that allows it to one-hit KO Charizard is... So when I build these new future decks and these new ancient decks, none of it matters if they can't compete with Tina and Charizard. Tina and Charizard, the way I see it, Tina and Charizard are still the front runners. Now there's just no Mew VMAX. Tina and Charizard are still insane. The belt allowing Tina to hit 330 is crazy. That's crazy, dude. The belt is plus 50. Plus 50. So now Tina just has the belt. Like, honestly, I was thinking about Tina, whether or not it was going to stay relevant. But with that belt printed, like, oh, yeah, no question, dude. No question. With the belt print, you basically just said, all right, Tina can one-hit KO 2 EXs now. That's just what Tina can do now. So crazy. Can we toss Banana Hat and Charizard? Look, Icky, right there. Here's a Banana Hat in the Charizard deck. Just like I said, there's a Banana Hat in the Charizard deck. Sure. Why not? And it's got the belt too. You got the Buddy Poffin, TM Evos, Arvins. Arvin can search out your tool. I think the belt is going to see a lot of play. Plus 50? Yeah, the belt's going to be kind of nuts. Plus 50 to EXs is just crazy. That card is so good. I mean, the belt's going to see just as much play as Prime Catcher, probably. I mean, that's the thing, though, is like Prime Catcher can be replicated by other things, right? Like Prime Catcher is just boss, it's just switch, it's just counter catcher. The belt, there's no other way to do plus 50. Like, that's just it. Like, there's no other way. Like, if you want to do plus 50, the belt's the only way to do it. Like, you can still get gust effects in your deck by playing boss, counter catcher, all that, right? But like, so you can replicate Prime Catcher, and that's why I was always like a little soft on Prime Catcher. Like, Prime Catcher is good. It's kind of like a default choice for a lot of decks, but also look at how many of these top 8 decks are playing the belt. I think Moon likes the catcher. It's fine. It's a switch. It's a gust. It doesn't get discarded with Pokestop. I think the Moon definitely wants the prime catcher. Yeah, because you'll just discard the belt. In a Pokestop deck, yeah. That's true, Soda King. That's true. The catcher's probably expensive and hard to get in Japan. It's probably true. Yo, how about Dagu, though? Dagu with the cape? Dagu with the cape? Okay, that's big goo. Yo, 370 hit point goo? Heals itself, arc goo. Okay, here's the deal, though. All right, Roaring Moon and... No, Goodra's terrible. Roaring Moon and Giratina V-Star. Oh, you got the Mist Energy. Never mind. I forgot about Mist Energy. All right. Yo, with Mist Energy, Goo is kind of... Goo is kind of nasty. With the Mist Energy. Yeesh. Because Gardevoir seems like dead, right? Why is nobody playing Gardevoir? Why is Gardevoir so dead? Where the Guardies at? What happened to the Guardies? With Raging... The only Gardevoir list you've seen is with Raging Bulk? Dude, Guardy's dead? Oh, thank God, honestly. I'm tired of playing against Gardevoir decks. No level ball is tough. Yeah, for sure. It is. Huh. All right, so no Guardy. And with no Guardy, that means decks like the Filthy Goo get to... All right, I'm the filthy Goo, dude. I like that list for sure. And this deck right here. All right, why is there a... Man... Why is there a... Crisis shot in here? Why is there a crisis? This is a mill deck. What is the crisis shot doing in the mill deck, dude? Like, you are supposed to discard. Why is there a crisis shot in every Japanese deck? Sometimes you gotta blast them. Not when there's only one prize left. Best of one game changer? I mean, you're probably right. You take an attacker out, but you can only take an attacker out at one situation. All right, I guess I'm building the Donphan Mill deck. Man, I got a lot to build. How good do you guys think this set's going to be? Do you think this set's going to be like super impactful, like super good? Or do you think it's going to be mid? It has ace specs. Literally, it has ace specs. Yeah. How could it be bad? It's got literal ace specs. That's true. All right, let's unfortunately my future and my ancient cards don't show up probably till like later today. I don't know. Hopefully I get an email about this soon. Oh, let's go. Dun 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 dun. From 13 to 15. Yo, that's pretty soon, honestly. 13 to 15 o'clock, bro. 13 to 15 o'clock. Yo, that could be in like 30 minutes. Holy smokes. That's a couple of hours. Okay. All right. We're going to open those today. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's on the way. I've been refreshing all day, dude. I've been refreshing all day looking for updates on that delivery because it was supposed to come today. I don't want to keep the suspense for tomorrow. No, I want to get these cards open right now, right? Meow. That's what I want to open them right meow. All right. So no live? Is that a bad thing? You telling me I might not have to play the Pokemon TCG Live? We might just play TCG Live today just to wait until the DHL man shows up. Yeah. That's right. All right, cool. We got these. Yeah, we can look at deck lists. Listen, we got all sorts of things we can do. Well, let's go. Okay, we got the theme decks here, which these come in some like really nice, fun packages. Check these out. Hold on, I'm going to take off my vest real quick. Okay. Wonderful. We'll start off with the Koraidon box. Check that out. Very cool. I love the packaging, you know? Look how much plastic is used. That's it. I love that. I love how, yes, the Japanese products they're so much more concise and like reasonable. Like, look how reasonable this is. Doesn't it just feel reasonable? You know what else I like? The coins. Now, you all know why the Japanese coins are so much nicer than ours, right? You know why. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it in the chat. What are kids going to do with the coins internationally? What are we going to do with our coins? We're going to put them in our mouth. The kids are going to put them in their mouths and swallow them. Yep. And then what are their parents who let them swallow the coins? Then they're going to sue the Pokemon Company International. Yep. And we can't have that. So we can't have small little nice coins. Instead, we have to have frisbees, okay? Freaking frisbees. instead of like a nice little coin. Thank you, Jesse, for that Prime sub. I appreciate it. Can't have nice things. Of course our coins are huger, because they're... I think I've got one. Hold on a second. Like, bro. God, man. Like, dude. Just what are we doing, you know? Like, this is almost a coaster. Make them at least a little bit bigger so I can eat off of it or use it as a Frisbee. Like, this is nobody, like, who, like, it's insanity. At least make it a little bit bigger so that I can use it as a coaster on my coffee table. Like, we're almost to that size. It's just because this thing is, all right, so what we need to do is we just need somebody to choke on this, okay? Someone just needs to prove that it's possible to choke on the international coin. That's just... we got a lot of volunteers in chat. I was not expecting so many, but I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's great. All right. Yep. And then we could submit formal complaints to the Pokemon Company International about how their coins are not safe enough because yes. Because many adults in the Tricky Gym chat unfortunately yeah, so anyways, that's the coin situation. Wait, did JW did JW tweet? He's farming me for content already. All right. That's pretty good. I know, a content pirate. He's so fast. Oh man. That's hysterical. That's good. All right, so we got Big Boy. Koraidon EX. He's got 230 hit points, does 280 damage. He's screaming. Oh, he's yelling. What do you think that yell sounds like? Probably sounds like a pterodactyl or something. I'm imagining some sort of like velociraptor scream. like a big loud motorcycle. And you guys ever seen the South Park episode? All right, look how neatly these are packaged in here. All cardboard, love that. And what's really cool about these is these are like really, really nice storage boxes, right? I mean, they're just so slick looking. Notice, no fairy. This is fairy erasure. All right. Fairy, where are the fairies? It's messed up. But this is like a really nice storage box. Like I'm definitely keeping this for my Pokemon closet because it's just like a nice cardboard box. You know, got Koraidon on the front. Pokemon card game. Looks slick. And these come with some really useful cards in them. It's actually awesome because I can use a lot of these as someone who like plays a lot of standard and you know, goes to regionals and has a lot of decks built for testing. I mean, how many times it's so easy to run out of Radiant Greninjas, right? I mean, just so easy. So, what's the MSRP for this? It's $30. 25? Like 25, something like that. $25. I think I had to pay $30 a piece for them, something like that. But yeah, I mean, I run out of Radiant Greninjas all the time. We got a non-holo Lumineon. It's pretty cool. Manaphy. And check this out. Non-holo Pidgeot EX. How cool is that? Why does the ninja art... That's just how the cards look in Japanese. The Radiants just look... They look so nice in Japanese. Of course I write on energies, but I prefer to use real cards if I can. But yes, everybody has like a Sharpie and some basic energies next to their trading cards. Everybody. I would much rather use Japanese cards, though, if I can. For my proxies. Beebs. Generators. Counter Catcher. Dark Patch. Some trekking shoes. Lost Vacuum. Stones. You know how valuable that is. Have an extra 4 seal stones lying around. Dude, this is the hardest card. For real, this is like the hardest card to have lying around. Yeah, it's like a $10 card. And every deck's playing like a couple of them. It's ridiculous. And Ionos, dude. Iono, so easy to run out of Ionos. I guess it is kind of more like a trainer's toolkit, right? It is a trainer's... Yeah, this is like a trainer's toolkit, I guess. But it's got like a theme to it, which is kind of makes it feel like a deck almost, but the cards don't all make sense together. So it is kind of more like a... It's more like a trainer's toolkit kind of thing. Oh, yeah, here we go. Scope this out. How cool is that? Just look how nice the hollow pattern looks, right? And the fact that it's on like the whole card. I love what they did with like the general design of these cards, and that they just pop, right? I love how they pop so much because, you know, you're scrolling through your deck, right? And you're like, I wonder, like, this is what it's going to feel like. You don't have to ask, like, did I prize my A-spec? Like, look how much it, you know instantly if you prized your A-spec. Like, look at that, you know? And that's why I think the design of those cards is so important. Like, look how easy that is to see. I absolutely love the pink, you know, really loud design of the A-specs. It looks so good. It looks so good. I absolutely love it. Wow. I mean, look how much presence this card has on the table. It looks amazing, really. It does. It looks absolutely incredible. Yeah, the old A-specs were gray, which is, you know, and they didn't pop as much. Rapidash. My man. A little Screamtail. Lycanroc. Here's the Don fan. Ultra Balls, Switches, Ancient Booster Energy Capsules, Seda. 2 more Ionos. 4 Iono in this box. Like, I can't express enough how awesome this is for, you know, my deck building at home. Having extra copies of Ionos. I mean, it's so easy to run out of these, but, you know, having each one of these boxes come with 4 more Ionos is just absolutely crazy. So the reason I got those for the Koraidons, but we've got a lot of other really useful cards as well. Like Ionos. You know, the Pink Master Ball is bulk, but that's fine. Radiant Greninja is nice. The Ionos are really going to be great. The Iono, the 4 Sealstone. The fact that these come with 4 Ionos is just so clutch. So that means between these boxes that I'm opening, I'm getting 8 more Ionos for my deck. You know, my collection's not really hurting for Luminions or, you know, the Pidgeots. Like Charizard's really the only deck playing Pidgeot right now, but still, that could change in the years to come. So, just nice extra cards to have. And now we've got those Koraidons. Pretty sure this is just an energy brick. Which is cool. Oh, yeah. Lots of Japanese energy. Cool, cool. And then a nice little storage box I can keep all this stuff in. Yeah, thank you, Feel Good Ions, for that sub in the 7 months. Gorgeous. And then these also come with your little play mats. A little paper V-Star marker. How to play guide. The guide can't help me because I can't read. Little ad sheet for the next set. Damage counters. They do little paper damage counters. And we'll zoom that out. How cool is that? Koraidon's kind of sick, honestly. Yeah, he looks nice. It's like a nice poster. And then this side's got like a more detailed how to play. Yeah, Koraidon looking kind of gnarly there. Run the next regional with this playmat? For sure. All right, I'm pretty sure the we'll keep those two out, because I'll need those, but everything else can go in the box. It's Miraidon box time. I think this Miraidon EX just looks so cool. The artwork on it looks fantastic. Got the purple coin. Koraidon and the Miraidon coin. Very fun. And this card is just so tough. Like, dude, look at that Miraidon. How freaking sick is that? With its leg out and its chin up, just looking down its snout, chest up, chest out, chin up. Literally the definition of chest out, chin up, chest out. Yeah, this card looks sick. Yeah, this Miraidon is definitely the coolest looking. I love that it looks really good with the future on it too, like the future kind of I don't know what you want to call that. The future fade. Yeah, the future tag. And then we've got all this stuff. And I'm pretty sure these decks are like just about the same as the other ones. And we got a Master Ball, got a second Miraidon, and some other fellows. There's Boltund. The new Iron Hands single prizer is not very good. Latias. Behem, new Iron Valiant, and new Iron Jugulis, but neither of those guys are particularly strong. Couple Techno Raiders, Future Booster Energy Capsules, 2 more Iono. Heck yeah, dude. Oh, Iron Jugulis EX. What type is Iron Jugulis? I've only ever seen it as like colorless, I guess. What type is Iron Jugulis in the game? Flying in dark? So you're telling me there could be a dark type flying Jugulis? That's pretty sick. Yeah, same stuff. Couple Iono at the back. Great. Cool, cool. And then energy bricks. The playmat. Scope out the playmat real quick. How is Iron Jugulis pronounced? I don't know. I always just call it Iron Iron Jugs. I call him Jugs for sure, for short. Yo, big Jugs? It's all good, Sticks. I got you. Yeah, these posters definitely go hard. You think it's Iron Jugulis? I think it's Iron Jugulus. Jugulus. Yeah, Iron Jugulus. You think it's Hugulus? You think it's like a Hugulus? Nice. Well, we got our Miraidons. We got our Koraidons. Uh-oh. He's fine. He lived. Another Master Ball. Cool. Chuck these cards in the box. And now I wait patiently for my new Pokemon cards to show up. Oh boy. Nice. All that just for these guys, really. I wouldn't have bought. I would not have bought those if if it wasn't the only way to get these, but it's fine. Do what you got to do. Oh, how did the text box get so big? How is chat taking up so much space now? Hey, chat, you're out of control. Ooh. Oops. Now you're really out of control. Now what I want to do is crop this. Come on. Properties. Transform. Edit transform. Okay. I'll take a little off the top here. Carefully now. And then we're going to take a little bit off the bottom. Yeah, right about there is fine. Actually, no, I need to do it the other way. That's bad. Because new chats show up at the bottom. Oh, man. I don't know why it decided to just, like, undo itself. There we go. Okay, now we've got the newest messages at the bottom. Fantastic. Okay. And now, let's see, we talked about some new decks. Probably just time to play some Pokemon trading card game live. No, we can play some live. That's fine. I do have a regional this weekend. So, I should probably, like, get some reps in, you know? Ah, yes. I don't know what I'm going to play this weekend. I feel like I could play anything. Thank you, Kakashi, for the sub and 7 months. Cool. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. When I get back, I'm going to play some Pokemon Trading Card Game Live to help prepare for the Knoxville Regional Championships. And then looks like my new cards from the upcoming sets are going to be showing up here within the hour. So shouldn't take very long for those to get here. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Make sure to check out fullgripgames.com for all the best Pokemon Trading Card Game singles and sealed products. I'll be right back. Let's get after it. New cards should be showing up within an hour or so. Soon. Soon. It's very exciting. I'll get to open some shiny cardboard. God knows we love that. So let's see. The Roaring Mid, huh? What's up with the Roaring Mid? I'm gonna take these catchers out. Put another boss in. Gotta put the ancient boosters in. I think Ross Cawthon's list, he's kind of got the list figured out, in my opinion. Judge. And the reason I test Roaring Moon is because I feel like I got everything, like I got a handle on everything else. Moon's the deck I kind of want to figure out more about. Like 2 switch carts. Cool. Yeah, so we go the 3 stops, 1 store. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Chen hands. I am not the biggest believer in Chen hands. Doesn't Ross's list have 3? I think Ross's list 3 research, right? 3 research, 2 Setas. Yeah. An Iono and a judge. We'll kind of see how things end up. Moonlight going first. I feel like it could be either. What do you guys think? Like going first or second? Some of it probably matters, you know, what matchup it is. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, I see what happened here. Got it. Looks like I'm up against Charizard EX with a Roaring Mid. I've got a Minior and just 1 Charmander. And they have to instant charge. We've got Pokestop and 4 Seal Stones, so I need to find a hit off of this Pokestop, which means that I should Earthen Vessel first and thin the deck so that I have a higher chance of hitting Battle VIP Pass or Ultra Ball off of this Pokestop, since my entire game kind of hinges on it. I could Seta first and then Pokestop, and I think that that's probably fine. Sure enough, had I played that Pokestop, those 3 cards would have been very bad. So it's okay. Do this now. And Pokestop. And there's our Battle VIP Pass. Alrighty then. Got a Roaring Mid. Battle VIP Pass. We want to get Radiant Greninja to get another energy into the discard pile. And we want to get Galarian Moltres. I've got Squawkabilly in the deck, as well as Morpeko, Mew. Good. With the Moltres, I will have access to the 4 Seal Stones, so that's great. Concealed cards get us another energy into the discard pile. We've got Switch Carts and Dark Patch. So I'm thinking it's going to be 4 Seal Stone for just another Battle VIP Pass to get out Morpeko and Squawk. And then we can really get cooking. Battle VIP Pass, Morpeko, Squawk. And then we've got Dark Patch onto Morpeko. Switch Carts. Energy Switch. Jelly. And then should attach an energy. We'll put 1 down. And there's definitely a chance that I don't find energy off of this. Put 1 down and then Squawk. See? Told you. Told you. Yeah. Dire Flame Wings. Ancient Booster Energy Capsule here. And Energizer Wheel. Deal our 70 damage. And let's move these energy back to the Roaring Mid. Feels pretty good. We'll take our prize. I've got 3 Dark Patch in hand and an Ultra Ball. So I can go get Mew EX to draw some cards to be good. I'm thinking that off the 7-card hand, they won't be able to go Counter Catcher, Knockout, Squawk. I mean, that's the hope, right? We kind of need them to have to hit into the Morpeko. That's just what we need. If they go Rare Candy, Charizard, Counter Catcher, Squawk, I pretty much am having a bad time. Because they will be able to just go 2-4-6, which is exactly what they want to do. But if they can go Rare Candy, Charizard, Counter Catcher, and set up another Charmander, all without a Pidgeot in play, I mean, that would be impressive. And it's not like guaranteed that they're going to be able to do that. So let's see what they've got. Yeah, here's the Charizard. And they can Infernal Rain, get some energy online. But they don't look like they have a backup Charmander. And they still don't have a backup Charmander. Nice shiny Charmeleon, though. Don't love the hollow foil pattern on these. But, you know, maybe they'll fix that one day. Sure enough, they do have Counter Catcher on my Squawk. But at what cost? Because you do not have a backup Charmander. So that's like a game-losing situation there for you, bud. You're going to need another attacker, and right now you don't have one. So it's not great. I've got 3 Dark Patch in my hand that I cannot play. Let's Ultra Ball for the Mew first so that I guaranteed have that. And let's see if I can get anything moving here. I can play one additional Dark Patch, but it's not worth it because my Moltres can... Well, I guess it is worth it because I just would rather have the energy on the Roaring Moon than the Moltres, so... You just go over here. Dark Patch. Here. And I cannot play any cards. My hand is jammed, so we just have to Frenzy Gouging for the knockouts. With the... I mean, I guess the thing is it doesn't even matter, because they could just knock me out with the Pidgeot. So I could still very well just lose this game. If I had gouged with this one, I think they'd be 10 damage short. Gouge with the jelly is better, but I can't move my energy there. The energy happened to be on I moved the energy to this one. And the reason I moved my energy to this one is because it's safer, right? If my opponent went Countercatcher Defiance Band, they could have theoretically knocked out this one, right? So that's why I put the energy here. Because they could have gone Countercatcher Defiance Band and they could have knocked this one out if I had moved all of my energy over here. So yes, technically this one was better, but I also have to assume that they're just going to get a Charmander out. It's like you kind of just assume that they're going to continue playing the game, right? But it looks like they do not have it like that, which is kind of cool. Well, they're going to hit me for 30. If they have the vacuum, they'll take a knockout. But if they... Okay, they do have the vacuum. Yep. All right, it's fine. So they only have 2 prizes left to take. If they don't get another Charmander out, I will not allow them to take... And they're going to Iono. Okay, they could very well draw into another Charmander. And they did. So now it's just like, if they just set up, they win. And I am going to try and take the knockouts with more Pekko. But I just got all of my Dark Patches sent to the bottom of the deck. Pretty much terrible. I think I just want to reorder my deck. So we're going to judge. I got to find a Dark Patch. Trek. Concealed cards. They've used their V-Star. It's fine. We Ultra Ball away. These two. Get Moltres. Ultra Ball away those two. Fail it. Dig 3. Holy smokes, we still haven't found the Dark Patches yet. Boy. Holy smokes. All right, and here we are. There are 3 Dark Patch in the bottom of that deck, and 2 of them are in the bottom 3 cards of my... But sure, all right. There you go, Dire Flame Wings. Energy Switch. Dark Patch. And we say, all right. Hope you don't have it. That's just what we have to do, right? Like if you have Rare Candy Charizard Countercatcher, you just win. And this is exactly what they can't counter catcher. They have to have boss. That's true. JW was telling me on Discord last night that they never have the turn 2 Rare Candy Charizard counter catcher. That's exactly what JW was telling me on Discord. And it's funny that the first game I boot up, they do have the turn 2 Rare Candy Charizard counter catcher. It's just funny how the propaganda machine was telling me that they never have it, and then the real life experience is telling me that they do. It's funny. I haven't played my Pal Pad yet. I should have another boss floating around in the deck. And I should be able to see the remaining 3 cards in my deck. I should. Now, what's funny is if they come up with Charizard and knock out my Radiant Greninja, I do just win. Because I can attack. I'll just attack with Mew EX. And copy Charizard. So that's kind of funny. I got Rare Candy Pidgeot. That's not good. But didn't they already, like... Let's see. They got to go Rare Candy Charizard boss. They have to have it all. Now they get to get whatever card they want out of their deck. We got 2 Charizard down. Radiant Charizard is also down. And 5 Fire Energy are down. Nah, they're toast. 5 Far. No, they ain't got it. There's the 6th Far right there. All right, Rod. I can put a Charizard and a couple Fire Energy back into the deck. I suppose they could just pass with the Mew active and just be like, you don't have it. But I get to draw out my whole deck, so... Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. And I am going to Pal Pad the boss's orders back into my deck. And then I am going to say concealed cards. And draw into... Man. We're almost there. Just gotta just do it the hard way. Switch cards. And then restart for 1. The final card. Hey, there it is. And I'll bring up Lumineon. And I'll bring up my Roaring Moon and Calamity Storm. GG's. GG's. It's true. I could have poked out them Pal Pad. It's true. I was pretty sure I was drawing out my deck regardless. But yes, I could have done that too. I didn't know that my other boss was prized, so I thought it was guaranteed when I did it. Because I thought I had 2 boss in the deck. So I thought it was guaranteed. And I realized my other boss was prized. I don't think I'm going to be at EUIC this year, Dene, or else I totally would. Sajin. You think this is the Sajin Park? Or no? I did, Brandon, yes. Checks out. Playing against Miraidon with the roaring mid deck. And we have to go first, which is unfortunate. Really wish we could be going second, but it's all good. We got Earthen Vessel for Sealstone. I mean, we got a pretty explosive looking hand. We definitely want to get an energy into the discard pile and then probably also use a 4 Sealstone, so we can start off with these guys. And Earthen Vessel away. They're all kind of not super great feeling, but we can Earthen Vessel away the Ultra Ball. It's fine. I don't really want to play that card because I don't want to discard any of this stuff. So that's fine. And then we know that 4 Sealstone is going to live there. Can seal some cards. And we get an Ultra Ball back anyhow, which is totally fine with me. I don't really want to give them... they could use... You want to use Pokestop? Go ahead. You're just going to discard important stuff. I'm going to get these. And... I think I would like to... That's fine. I'm just going to get this. Dark Patch. Energy Switch. Squawk and Seize. Cool. Can trek one. I've got a research in my hand, so we don't need that. And I'm just going to Star Alchemy. Go get another Battle VIP pass so that I can get a second 2-prizer. I think another Roaring Moon for now. Or second 1-prizer. Got the switch carts. Got the Dire Flame Wings. Can let that rip. Great! And then put that down and just kind of chill. Letting those, oh my god, 2 Ancient Booster Capsules, just terrible. Absolutely terrible. But this is what we want to do against Miraidon. We just want to leave a single prizer active, force them to go Iron Hands if they have to, right? And that's the thing is, like, Miraidon doesn't always get the turn 1 hands. They'll usually get a turn 1 attack with Miraidon, or, you know, turn 1 attack with Raikou. But we're trying to force them to knock out a single prizer because they went second, right? So this matchup is just a trade. Thank you, Endorse, for the Prime sub in the 9 months. This matchup is just a trade, and we're trying to, you know, be the first one to take a 2-prize knockout. That's just the whole thing we're trying to do. So that's why you have to get out 2 single prizers, because you want to lead a single prizer, and then If your opponent plays Escape Rope, you want to be able to put up another single prizer. But if your opponent just has the turn 1 knockout with Iron Hands, then you're just bodied regardless. And you're pretty much just in a losing situation no matter what. So if he gets the turn 1 knockout with Iron Hands, I mean, we're just roasted. And it looks like he's got double generator here, so he's probably just going to be able to do it. With 2 Mareep down, no Flaffies discarded either. I mean, it's just absolutely disastrous for us. Yeah, double turbo, switch, blammo. Yep. So this is pretty much worst case scenario for us because they're going to be able to start the trade with the 2 prize amp, right? It's exactly what we were not wanting to happen. You're fine. Just attach the ancient boosters. Oh, yeah. Those ones that I hit off of the single Pokestop I played turn 1. Yeah, great. Okay. This is fine. This is where Judge or Iono would be good. We don't have those. Only got Judge in the deck. But there it is. That's nice. So we can do that, and I'll Pokestop now. Because I've got those supporters like already in my hand, so, and I've got Pal Pad in my hand already too, so like if I want to it's cool. Do I want to Pal Pad any of this stuff back in right now? No, I don't. So we're just going to Judge. And we do hit the Jelly, which is pretty cool. I guess it doesn't really matter, but it's cool. Restart, and we just have to gouge. And we do heal a little bit, which is nice. And we're hoping that that Judge set them back. They have to have... They don't have a free retreater in play. They don't have Flaffy out yet. And we're just hoping that they kind of fumble somewhere along the line. Maybe allow me to do a Calamity Storm instead of a Gouge one of these knockouts. They are down 2 generators and a decent chunk of energy, 6. So they have to hit a generator or a Flaffy with a switch card. They also would need Raikou V in order to respond. It's like the Raikou V is like the most low main, and they're deciding between Peony. They decided not to Peony. That's crazy. And they just discarded more energy. They got 8 lightning in the discard now. They had a switch in hand, but they couldn't like... They actually had nothing, right? Because they couldn't like switch into a free retreater, and they would have had to... Wow, that's crazy. They could have, I guess, Peonied for... They would have had to Peony for like Nest Ball, but then they couldn't switch. Yeah, it was pretty bad, actually. Yeah, that would have been a bad Peony. Because they didn't even have the Mew out already. So they may miss the knockout. But the thing is that in order for any of it to matter, like it doesn't even matter if they miss the knockout. if I can't capitalize with the boss's orders. So that stinks. Because I would like to capitalize with the boss's orders, but I don't have one. And I don't have a great way to draw one. They get Nest Ball off that, but they discarded 2 more energy. So now you've got 10 lightning in the discard pile. Wait a minute. My man is cooking over here. All right, so I think he's gonna just motivate, right? No? You got the attachment from hand? It's just 120, right? 150? You are kidding me! Wait. You're joking, bro. Yeah, I'm ruined, man. I am ruined. Yeah? Huh. Gotta hope they don't have it. Don't have any way to disrupt the hands. But all I have to do is attack with a Raikou for game. No, all I have to do is attack with Miraidon for game. Yeah, we just lose. No, they're just going to knock us out with Miraidon. They got double Dynamotor right there. They do have 10 energy in the discard pile. You're right. That's true. Well. Okay. Thank you, DTA Danster, for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you. I guess they do have, 11 lightning in the discard pile. But they're playing Peony. They probably play like 15. They literally just go get Raikou V, double Dynamotor, attach, retreat, game. Just what, you know, as I have been maintaining, Roaring Moon is a terrible deck. I've been saying this the whole time. Roaring Moon is so bad. I went first. I opened a single prizer. He went turn 1 hands. I went turn 2 gouge. He went return knock it out. I went knock it out. He went knock it out. That's it. I mean, there was just like, what can you do, right? I mean, if they literally do, you're playing Roaring Moon. It's not like your deck has any sort of backup plan at all. The deck has zero backup plan for if anything goes wrong. You are simply trying to outtrade your opponent. You've got no way to disrupt your opponent, no way to stop your opponent from doing what they want to do. That's why the deck is terrible. It's the most linear game plan in the world. Like, literally, you're just sitting there attacking and being like, I hope my opponent doesn't have it, right? I mean, that's like the whole thing. The list was spicy for sure, but like, the thing, okay, the only difference maker was that, I mean, because like the Raichu V player there in the middle of the game, that would have just been better as a Raikou V, right? But like, I don't know, I guess his Raikou V was prized. So like, the Cobalion like randomly allowed him to like hit the knockout with Raichu, which was like spicy, but it would have still been better if it was just Raikou, which is like not spicy. And then the Raihan at the end was cool. I mean, like Luminian Raihan, that was cool for sure. The Justified Law instead of Zapdos, it makes sense because if the only numbers you're trying to hit are against Roaring Moon and Charizard, then that just makes sense. But yeah, there's just no like, it feels like there's just no backup plan for Roaring Moon. You're either winning the race or you're just losing the game. So if you start the race behind, it feels like there's like no comeback plan. You know, thank you, Fleed, for the Prime sub in the 8 months. Yeah, the 5 energy Charizard KO for sure, for sure. No, can't be that. It also shouldn't be this. It also shouldn't be this. I think it can be this. That's fine. Okay. Thank you, JB Gamble, for the Prime sub in the 54 months. Appreciate you. Okay, we're just thinning the deck out as much as possible so the shoes have like a decent shot of hitting. And then I just thinned all those Darkness Energy out of my deck so that we wouldn't draw into them. That was the... All Very good. Very good. Deck almost has no energy in it, so ain't no point in getting that dude out. All the energy is nearly gone. So we'll get these. Jelly here. Squall can also seize. Just a terrible excuse for a deck. No energy, not a single energy switch, not a single dark patch. That's fine. You know, that's okay. That's just fine. And now that I've got the Mew out of my deck, I don't want to be wasteful with my stadiums, so there we go. Wonderful. Direflame Wings. I suppose I could just attack with the Roaring Moon. Attacking with Morpeko is cool too. Morpeko is just fine. But then I have to use my Force Seal Stone, and I really don't feel like it. So I think I'm not gonna. Okay. Yeah, I want to save the Force Seal Stone. So we're going to hold that there. There's no reason to throw that down yet. I can use that to search out a boss's orders later on if I'd like to. So that's good. Nah, there's no reason to use the Force Seal Stone there. Why would we use the Force Seal Stone there, right? We got the turn 1 attack. Oh, I'm up against this deck. Oh, okay. We're up against that deck. Okay. Well, that's not good. I thought I was up against Tina. But it appears as if I am up against a deck that plays Tropius, which is not great. No, not great at all. Oh, they have to use their Force Seal Stone and go get a Culberus's Experiment. That's fine. Right, yes, Magnus is definitely keyed in on some spicy decks. It was cool to see him get a good result there. And it is looking like that top 8 deck. This next turn, I just want to bring up the Raikou and knock it out. If I can do that, then I feel like I'm probably just on track to be able to win. Especially if they don't get a serious attack launch this turn, then they're going to have a bad time. Any word on the cards getting delivered? It's true. They are getting close. I can watch it on the tracker. Maybe it has to be a tomorrow thing. It says there's 7 stops away. Dang, that's so many stops, dude. 7? Flower Hat, what kind of question are you asking about GLC? What do you mean, are there different regulations and rules on GLC? I don't even know what you're trying to ask. All of the rules for Gym Leader Challenge are on gymleaderchallenge.com, and all of the frequently asked questions are answered there as well. So any, most questions people have are answered in the FAQ section. Do you have Countercatcher My Squawk for 3? Is that what's happening right now? All right, I take back everything I said about us being able to win this game. That's terrible. Okay. It's great. Great. It's fantastic. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. All right, so probably gonna Iono, eh? I don't want to give them the Pokestop. Let's give them 3 cards. Whoop. Okay. Trekking shoes. Gladly take that. Dark patch. We got the Dire Flame wings. Ultra Ball these. There's 1 Darkness Energy left in the deck. It doesn't really matter. We can just put it down for funsies. And I got a Gouge. Okay. Philip says, I went to my first regionals this weekend, heard about GLC for the first time, started looking into it and getting my first deck. I am solely responsible for GLC, so thank you, Philip. I'm glad you're having fun with it. Yes, we created GLC right here. I'm glad you're enjoying the format. I own gymleaderchallenge.com. It's my website. And I'm the one who named the format and got it started. I'm actually, it's funny that you say that about you can't find the history on it. It's because I am in the process of making a video on the history of Gym Leader Challenge and how to get started right now. It is going to be an, oh, this is awesome. It's going to be an animated video created by Pig Sheffer and voiced by myself. Just kind of explaining everything you need to know to get started on GLC. I don't think that Rally Back works if you... No, if you gouged, it isn't. That's great. I guess it's kind of tricky to put a page about the history on your site, basically going, it's all me. Right. Yeah. Well, that's why the video that I'm making on the history of Gym Leader Challenge is narrated by Ball Guy. It's not narrated by me. Oh, that's unfortunate. I just got solar beamed. Okay. So Roaring Moon is still looking like a terrible deck, just like I've always maintained. It's getting absolutely sauced. Just consistently sauced. With no hope of anything other than a total saucening happening. What, I'm going to get to draw one card? Sick. That also does not help. None of that matters. All my opponent has to do is take one knockout and they win. Right. So you have to Calamity. With them having a 5-card hand, you can't even disrupt the hand. Yeah. So, like, I don't think Roaring Moon feels good into anything. That's like, I don't think it feels good into Charizard. I don't think it feels good into Guardia. I don't think it feels good in the Lost Box. Like, maybe Roaring Moon has a decent Tina matchup, but that's about it. And Mew. Honest questions. Having seen me test Moon, it seems like I truly dislike it. At what point do I scrap it and test other decks for the tournament? I definitely do. I do truly dislike it. That's for sure. I think I like Guardy worse. I think I just want to make sure that, like, I'm not leaving anything on the table, you know? I trust... Yeah, I trust JW a lot. But, man, I'm, like, pretty confident that this deck stinks. There's no way you can, like, win here, right? It's like, I'm pretty sure I just win, right? I know that wasn't any insight, so I apologize not any deeper, but, like, The thing is, I really want to play an aggressive deck. Dang, this deck's broken, dude. What the heck? Broken deck, dude. Broken deck. Holy smokes. Yeah, this deck's insane. Yeah, broken deck. Broken deck. I don't want to play Rare Candy in my deck. That's kind of... So, like, when you say that, when you put it that way, when you put standard format that way, like, I don't want to play Rare Candy in my deck. Like, the thing is, I feel like I've got, like, a pretty firm grasp on the other decks. You know, we spent a while last week playing Arceus. I get Guardy, and I get how I don't want to play it. I get the mid. I've got the mid, you know, kind of, I got Mew. I understand Mew. So Roaring Mid is the deck that I feel like I feel like I still don't quite understand where it fits. I think it's like, it's probably decent, but it's probably also terrible. I think both can be true. Yeah, Matter Splatter. It is definitely the one that I want reps with. Like, I could just pick up Mew and just go play it. Right. I don't need any more. I don't really need any more Mew reps, I don't think. But I kind of also want to... I want to have a pretty firm conviction about Roaring Moon, knowing that I'm going to have a testing partner and a testing group that's going to be like, you got to play this deck, you know, like I have to have pretty firm, well-founded opinions about it. So that's what I'm trying to make sure that I understand it as much as I can. Because God knows JW is going to be trying to get me to play it. I'm doing my due diligence, 100%. Maybe I should take a class. You're so right. Irish Luck says, my game crashed. I'm sorry. It's going to make you sit here until I time out. That's so sick. Free dub. It says the DHL truck is 6 stops away. Dang, can't they speed it up at all? What the heck? It's DHL. No, they can't. Man! When they said between 13 and 15, they had extra emphasis on the 15, didn't they? What did we order? 5 booster boxes of the future set and 4 booster boxes of the ancient set. 9 booster boxes to open. Whippy! I'd like my mulligan, please. Why more future? Because future's broken. Also, it seemed like I wanted a little bit of extra buffer for the future set. Will I open all 9 today? You betcha. Yeah. And then, I mean, I could go home, build decks. I just got to find someone to play with. Be ready to go. The website you were looking at earlier says otherwise. Jesse is I got Jesse lined up for next Wednesday. Great Tusk Mill, I know, right? Yo, I could see if I could get JW over here. Yo, you think I could get JW to come over? That would be fun, wouldn't it? He's a busy man. JW is 2 hours away, but he just got laid off, so he's got a lot of free time. Yeah. Not to make light of him, getting laid off. He seems like he's doing fine, though. That is really hard. Not to make light of it. Not to make light of it at all, but he seems to be in good spirits. I think he hated his job, so. But he's got a lot more free time now. Yes, he said it was a weight off his shoulders. It does suck. It's rough out there. I know. I feel for everybody who's is having a tough time with employment. I do. Because I know it's tough. I know there's a lot of layoffs going on. All right, we're playing the Roaring Mid Mirror. The definition of a mid-off. Opponent's got a 4-card hand. I just got to take a knockout. This is pretty easy. It's literally the definition of a mid-off. We got the Squawk already. Moltres seems like a good bet. And I can attack this Mew with Moltres. That's pretty good. So I think we're going to try and do that. Concealed cards. And then Ultra Ball away these. Didn't find another Darkness Energy, unfortunately, but that's okay. Get a Roaring Mid, Dark Patch, and just research. And then we want to get more Darkness Energy into the discard pile. God knows that's going to be difficult because we're playing the Roaring Mid. We got the 4 Seal Stone, though, so we should just have it, but you got to do the right things. So let's track. Ultra Ball's good because I could 4 Seal Stone for... No, I don't need Ultra Ball. Nope. Well, I'll take it, fine. don't need energy switches because we just want to get more darkness energy into the discard pile. But I do need to find energy. So I suppose I'll just do this. That, or I could try the Pokestop now and then do that afterwards. Yes, I'm fine with this. Force for Vessel, that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to restart first. Because I just need to get energy into the discard pile. So we're going to restart. See, we got one. That's good. And then we could stop. And then I'll... You see? You see? That's why we did all that first. Because it gives us more information, right? So now I can Dark Patch again. And then all we have to do is go get the vessel. So we are going to do that. We're going to Star Alchemy. I know I have it. Ooh, I know. Get the vessel. Or you could get the switch. It don't matter. Check this out. Dark Patch. Oh, yeah. Attach. Palpad. Sada. Iono. Back into the deck. And we'll squawk. Send that guy down. Okay. That's fine. I wanted to get that final use out of my Dark Patch, JW. That's why I used it. I just wanted to use all the energy accelerator. I mean, I could have just let it rip. But I didn't have a dark in my discard pile, and I didn't want to just like rip the Dark Patch for no reason. So I wanted to see if I could, because I'm going to be down 3 Dark Patch, right? So I knew if I'm going to squawk away that hand, I wanted to try and use it. Maybe draw into like an energy switch or something and be able to conserve an energy, but... Oh, I know, but then I didn't have the... I was going to be squawking away the Dark Patch. It probably wasn't correct, but that was like the way my thought was going in the moment, was that I just didn't want to squawk away the Dark Patch. Because I did not have an energy in the discard pile. So I needed to get another energy in. I think so. Not sure. Yo, JW, what are you doing tomorrow? You want to stream some tabletop? New cards? Little day trip to Akron. You got a Chick-fil-A breakfast date at 9 a.m., then story time all at the library. Okay. Well, that's good. Chick-fil-A breakfast at 9 a.m. That's good. That's good. All right. So we got our mid back. We got this guy. Let's see. We got boss. Okay. I got 2 energy in my hand, so I can just use that. Find Iono. Did not give us more information. Okay. Right on. Five, six, seven, eight. There's one more darkness energy in the deck, which is fine. I don't want to get rid of the boss. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we've got one left. I could Ultra Ball away that and Mew for one. We'll probably just Iono first. Well, that's bad. Sorry, bud. I'm down all 4 Dark Patch. That's not good. I'm going to need a Seda. Or else. Maybe they don't have the boss. That'd be great. How have they not used a single Dark Patch? how have they not used any? What the heck? I think I've got 1 energy switch. I got 27 cards in deck. They didn't have to have this boss. All right. But I do think it's over now. Let's see. We've got more Pekko. If they gouge, I can more Pekko them. And that's what we're going to have to do. Oh, they're just going to bring up the Mew. Okay. It is definitely over, but, you know, we'll see. They haven't played a single Dark Patch yet. They haven't done... any of that. Well, that's not good. Oh, yeah, there's a card. Okay. I've played the Iono already. Played the Judge already. There's just nothing. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. Sada's good. Sure. Yeah, all they have to do is attack. Yeah, we just lose. I feel like I just have so little control over things. You know, but maybe it feels so like it feels so run and gun. Like you're just playing the whole. It's like the whole thing is just you just run and gun and hope your opponent like hope you hit the things you need to hit. Hope your opponent kind of just like succumbs to your aggressive strategy. Thank you, Easy Chili, for the sub in the 24 months. That's fine, Bubble Butt. You want a best of 3? Believing in your deck is just as important as having a good one. Well, you know, maybe not. We're playing Moon Mirrors? All right, that's fine. We'll Moon Mirror. We're going to Moon Mirror? Oh, God. You love the moon. All right. Okay, we got to put that down. All right. Squawk and Mew in the hand. We got these two. That's good. Cool. Dark Patch. We know we're going to take this. We know we're going to grab that. No, we're going to do that. No, we're going to do that. No, we're going to do that. Sure. That's cool. Direflame Wings. Energy Switch. I don't really need to pad anything back in because it's just the research. So we'll guarantee that. Just go here, switch cart, and I'm not going to test my luck. I'm just going to go. And I still got my V-Star. So Calamity Storm. And we'll keep it. That seems fine. I have always had an aversion to dark patch decks. Something about them has always haunted me. I mean, back in the day, I hated Darkrai EX decks. I tried too. Man. Oh, I tried. I just could not stand them. I don't have the darkness in my heart. Was there a Mew-esque free pivot? Yeah, Darkrai EX. It had the darkness cloak ability. Yeah, with Night Spear. Yeah, that one. Dark Explorers. Ooh, the DHL truck is 3 stops away. This is exciting. All right, after this game, Bubble Butt challenged me to a... I challenged Bubble Butt to a best of 3 after Bubble Butt called out my suspiciously roaring mid play. They said that they don't think the deck is mid. They think I'm just mid with it. And you know what? You sound just like JW. So I'm going to challenge you to a best of 3. And we'll see. We'll see about that. All right? Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Okay, just wait till you see me trying. All right. So, I mean, Judge is really good here, too. But Gust of the Tina would be just nutso. Which we do have, if I can just find, like, any piece. So, let's just go first. Yeah, that should do it. Guaranteed. Because I can just go get to the... I can retreat this Roaring Moon. They can't deal with my Roaring Moon if I do that. So if I go Dire Flame, attach, Energy Switch, yeah, it seems fine. And I guess if I should probably just go for another... Oh, I need to get the boss, right? Yeah. That's fine. I don't really want to conceal that away because then I could miss the boss play. So I think I'm just going to go get it. I'll just bring this gamer up over here. Go here. And just retreat. is fine. We have Dark Patch over here. And by taking this thing out, we're basically saying, like, all right, you cannot knock out my mid next turn. So that's good. That's good. What's the DHL truck bringing? 5 boxes of the future set and 4 boxes of the ancient set. But I got this best of 3 for my pride that I got to settle first. Is it late? It says it's 3 stops away, so it should be here. Hopefully, a Roaring Moon Mirror should be, like, pretty quick, so. Of course I had to get one more future box. The future set's better. Does Live have theme deck battles? No. We opening them today? Yeah. Yeah. You think I have patience? You want... Yeah, ain't no way I'm going to be able to get those boxes in and then stare at them all day and night until tomorrow. No shot. I'll open those today. I hope... You know what? I hope I'm wrong about Dino Box. How fun is Dino Box? How fun is that? You get to play with your dinosaurs. Yeah, do a nice long stream today. I didn't stream yesterday, so I spent all day yesterday editing that set review though. No, they're not in English. The set doesn't come out for like 3 months. No, not 3 months. It doesn't come out till March. If I was opening English booster boxes of the new set, TPCI would be at my door so fast, bro. I'd have the FBI, bro. All right, so they're going to do that. That's fine. I got 3 prizes left to take. I've got Judge. Judge is good. But now if I can find what? I need 2 energy switches, but if I could find them both, then I could attack with Mew this turn, which would be so sick. They're both in there. Oh, baby. All right, just get me like a, you know, switch energy switch. Dang. How about none of the above? You tell me I gotta gouge this thing? I guess so. Not great. Where do I sell my Japanese cards? I don't. What would you have done? Calamity Storm for 100? and just let them go for 4 prizes with just another... Yeah, right. Yeah, if I let them keep the Greninja, then they just play 1 Mirage Gate, and it's 4 prizes. Dude, the DHL guy is here. No, it says 0 stops away. Not here yet. They're on their way, though. They are so close. Gosh, I can't wait to see what kind of cards we get. Think I'm going to open any secret rares out of 9 booster boxes? What do you think? What do you play for GLC tonight? It's a good question. All right, Mew still living. They've got 4 prizes left to take. That research is pretty strong top deck. Let's see. I'm down 3 Dark Patch and 3 Energy Switch. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 1 energy left in deck. I feel like I kind of have to research. There's my energy switch 1 turn short. It's fine. And I want to do that. And I want to find the switch carts. Guess I ain't going to find the switch cart, am I? Okay. That's fine. There's switch cart in the deck, right? Yeah. I feel like the 1 switch cart makes a difference. Because right now you got 60 left and you got 70 left. Actually, it doesn't make a difference because you can't lost mine for 4 prizes. So I just keep it chill. And we swing. Unless they have like Halucha, which they, yeah, if they have Halucha, then. Right? Because it's 6 here. Yeah. And 7 there. So they have 130 left. So I should just be. I should just win. They can Greninja that. If they Greninja me, then what more could I do? They have all 3 water in the discard pile. They have to like double rod. There's no way. They'd have to rod the Greninja back in, and they'd have to get it. They'd have to double rod, double gate, and nest ball the Greninja back out. That's what they'd have to do. They have their entire deck, but they've already played a Rod, and they have 3 Water Down. And I have not seen Tina List playing 3 Rods. So I don't think they can do that. They're selecting cards from the discard pile to put back into the deck, though. They are doing that. All right, here's Path. All right, here's Roxanne. They could, like, Path, Roxanne, Counter Catcher, Radiant Greninja, Sableye, and then be like, you don't have it. No, they don't have it. All right. All right, Bubble Butt. What's your screen name? Let's go. Let's see. How do you add a friend on this thing? This Bubble Butt's here. All right, what is your screen name, Bubble Butt? Are you any of these? What is your screen name? Okay. Invalid name. How do I add a friend? Add friend. Anyways, my screen name is Enjoy Friend. ENJOY Friend. I'm going to close out of this application, take a quick break. When I get back, hopefully we'll play a best of 3 of TCG Live. Starts cooperating. ENJOY Friend is my name. Go ahead, send me a friend request. I'll be right back after this. Roaring Moon, best of 3 mirror, and then new cards. Oh. Hi, what's up? I'm back. All right, cool. What am I missing? How come I can't add a friend? What's up with this? It's Nathan 1997. Why did he say English snipe? Oh. Thankfully, doing this one challenge should probably take the entire time until my cards get here. This. This is you. Not Nathan 1997. Not Sniper Dude. This is you. Oh. All right. So then how do you actually become friends with somebody? Don't you have to restart your client? Can't challenge you. You have to restart the client. Fantastic. All right. Phenomenal. Chat was 50-50. Decide chat said Bubble Butt's gonna beat me. Dang, y'all are tripping. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Everything's on the line here. Thank you, Railroad, for the Prime sub and the 2 years. Let's go. Broken deck. Cool. My opponent's going second. That's fine. We've got reasonable enough opening hand. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Okay. Don't need switch cards. Probably going to Earthen Vessel, then Ultra Ball, then Dark Patch. Yep. That's what we're going to do. Get rid of that. Check the deck. We've got Moltres. We've got 2 Roaring Mids. That's fine. And we've got more Pekko and Greninja. Okay. Ultra Ball away those. And we're going to get Glaring Moltres. Do that. And then I think I just want to throw the Star Alchemy now for Battle VIP Pass so I can get this Dark Patch onto something. No, we don't need to do that. Well, I would like to find, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. No, we'll just Dark Patch and go. Heck yeah. Okay, so now we go get these. Get that. And we'll squawk. Cool. And I've got one darkness in the discard pile. Let's conceal. And put the ancient booster there. Darkness there. Dire Flame Wings. Yeah, and that's ideal because we didn't want to... I guess we give them the opportunity to knock us out with more Pekko. So we'll just send up the Great Gem Pass. Yeah. And... yeah, saving our 4 Sealstone is great. But they're playing cross switchers. I mean, if I just get sauced up by, like... if I just get absolutely sauced up by the cross switcher build, then, like... you know... there's not too much more I can do about that. And pass, isn't it? And pass. And pass! That's right, Bubble Butt. Ain't that right? All right. Mr. Butt, would you like to go first or second, game 2? I assume they'll just pick. We'll just say whatever it goes is whatever it goes. Do I want to go first? Yeah, I'm just going to choose to go second. That's fine. All right. Well, let's party. Pokestop, sure. And they've got concealed cards, Moltres. They're giving me the stop, which is nice. Discarding. Wow, they got this guy in there? Okay. Looking like a Dire Flame Wings pass situation. I've got 2 Roaring Mids, 2 Ancient Booster Capsules, Town Store, 4 Sealstone. I do need to find Battle VIP Pass or Ultra Ball. Oh, baby. An Iono. Yep. Dang. All right. It's fine. It's looking like these 2 getting benched. Ancient boosters on both. I don't necessarily want to give him the Town Store, but like, I also think it's probably fine because I want it for myself after this Iono. Holy smokes. What a disaster. Not a Battle VIP Pass in sight. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. And, well, it's a pass from me, dog. Still okay. I mean, would have ideally liked to find a Battle VIP Pass that turn. But if they want to deal with my Roaring Mid, they've got to gouge it. There's also a chance that this list is not playing for Sealstone. They look like they have a very item-heavy build. All right, Pokestops, cool. Dark Patch, Ultra Ball, sure. And a Trek. I know they're playing cross switchers. They're probably playing, I was going to say, I think they're playing like a very Sada heavy list with cross switchers, but now you're ditching the Sada, huh? Was it a double Sada? I mean, you have no energy in the discard pile, so I guess. That does stink. I need to find basically, yeah, would like to find an Ultra Ball off this Pokestop next turn. I'm assuming that Mr. Butts is not getting the attack here, and it looks like Mr. Butts did miss the attack, which is fine with me. So then we're looking for an Ultra Ball here. Okay. And we do find the Ultra Ball. So I can Ultra Ball away those and go get Galarian Moltres, Roaring Moon, do that. Got 1 energy in the discard pile. I can Dire Flame Wings, switch cart, attach, restart into the boss. Nope, that's fine. Star Alchemy. Grab the boss. Boss the Moltres. Do that. Do that. Calamity Storm. Okay. All right, the package is here also. The package has arrived, chat. I'm not playing rope right now, JW. But I'm just playing with 2 switch carts right now. I should probably put a rope in, huh? I kept finding that like I just wanted to hit what was in the active, you know? That's right, Brandon. If you want a viewer battle, all I have to do is catch me on a certain mood on the right day, criticize my gameplay, and I might challenge you to a best of 3. Yeah, Right. Yeah, yes. Precisely. Having a name that really stands out like Bubble Butt, like you can't just let somebody with the screen name Bubble Butt come into chat, tell you that your play is mid, and then just let them get away with it. Can't just let that fly. So I do a lot of goofing around here on TCG Live. But sometimes you got to remind people who's boss. Oh, I got double cross switcher, which is great. Last thing I want is my roaring mid to get knocked out. And they do finally announce an attack. Yes. We should be in the clear to just stream 2 attacks, and that's it. I've got Seda in my hand as well. Maybe I can find a Darkness Energy off my Trek, or just that one. Ha! Perfect. Broken shoes. There you go, little buddy. Restarts. Palpad back in. Boss, Seda. Energy 0, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can conceal, that's fine. We gouge. I know that they play Iono, but the Iono's in the discard pile. So I'm kind of like saying I don't even think that my hand's going to get disrupted this turn at all. All I need is 1 darkness energy to win the game. But I wanted to keep the boss just in case they're able to like Moonlight Shuriken for 3 prizes here. So they might have to just pass the moon on the bench, which is why I got the boss ready to go. Unless they got something crazy cooked up in that hand, something crazy. All right. And that is GG's. I do not even give you those pity prizes. GG's, Mr. Butts. GG's. All right. It's a fun way to sign out for this segment of the stream. I've got 9 booster boxes from Japan that we are getting ready to open. It's game time. Yes. It is game time. 9 booster boxes. 9. Well, let's go.